Hello again, welcome to another edition of the Real Ale Guide. Today we've got a smashing beer for you. This is from the Magic Rock Brewing Company and it's their Bearded Lady. Check that out. There you go. Can't really see the bottle design on there. Perhaps you can, but it's maybe just the camera that's not. But if you look in the background, there's a different type of black. But that is some funky bottle label there. There's all sorts of, it reminds me of a circus, the label. It's an Imperial Brown Stout, 10.5% ABV from the Magic Rock Brewing Company. Let's get it into a glass. So it's a big beer. I'm not sure if this is a full-time release or it was brewed for Christmas. I am not overly sure. But you should still be able to find it on some of the, you can probably find it on mybrewerytap.com. Check that out if you want to have a look at the beer. Okay, the beer in colour is very black. It's an extremely black beer. You cannot see through that at all. Even down the sides of the glasses you might get a glimpse of a different colour. No way. You are not getting anything through there. Not really getting too much carbonation either, but it's an very off-white. It's a tan coloured head. We had a small, probably one finger head, that's dissipated quite quickly. It is 10.5% ABV. Beers do struggle to hold on to their head at that rate. The alcohol just burns it away. Let's get the nose. A lot of roasted coffee, a lot of dark fruits as you'd imagine. And it does smell hoppy. It does smell, not huge, not IPA hoppy, but it is definitely an element of hops in this. There's coffee, hints of caramel. Time to dig in. Cheers. Oh. Oh, that is very interesting. As soon as the beer touches your lips, it's large. The flavours are absolutely large. The aromas were going up my nose, but wow, as I'm talking now, it's staying. It's not going away, it's staying. But I'm having a lovely, that's wonderful. As I'm talking right now, I'll go back to the flavours I was mentioning in a moment, but I want to mention what's going on right now. Still, after 30 seconds, I'm having them. It's like you've popped a couple of chocolate Revels in your mouth. The coffee Revels. Them coffee Revels. It's that wonderful roasted coffee mixed with chocolate taste, which is best described as more or less exactly like chocolate Revels. But interestingly, you don't get that for 30 seconds. That is right at the end of the taste. What I got initially was, I've forgotten. Let's go again. What I'm getting initially is a huge aroma that's going at my nose as I'm tasting the beer. It's very chocolatey. It's very deep and coffee-ish and hoppy, and then it kind of tails off, and it's still tailed off now, but I reckon in about 10 or 15 seconds time there's going to be this onrush again of chocolate Revels, the coffee Revels, and I'm still waiting. And here it comes. Here it comes. That is quite magical. I have never had that in a beer before, where I've had to wait so long for such a strong taste to come through. And I'm all up for new things, and I thought I'd tasted everything in beer, but this is completely new. It's again been heavily hopped. It's been heavily hopped in the middle towards end. But it's that dark, fruity, bitter hop, and then it all gets slowly brushed to one side. For again, I've got to mention it again because it's wonderful, that coffee revel. That is a really nice beer. Mouthfeel, not talked about the mouthfeel. It's quite a thick, solid mouthfeel. It coats your mouth, it coats your tongue, it coats the inside of your cheeks. It's making you produce vast amounts of saliva. It's one of them deep, really, really sit down and think about this beer very, very hard and enjoy it over probably, I'd enjoy this over an hour and a half. I would enjoy this over the whole length of a football match. I would just sit and think and enjoy and try and pull out as many flavours as possible. It is probably simply impossible for me to stand here in 10 minutes and tell you exactly what's going on with this beer, because it is such a diverse, I'm looking for a word, there's such a vast amount that's going on that you really need to think about it over time. But a lot of dark berry, a lot of Christmas cake. It's lovely, it's really nice, and I'd probably suggest, if it was a seasonal, I'd suggest to brew this full time, because I think there's a big market for this type of deep, intelligent beer. I'm going to call it's one of them intelligent beers where if you want to switch your brain off and have a few drinks, this is not it. This really is something to sit and savour and think about. At this stage of the review, I really like to wash my beer around as much as I can to release as many of the aromas as I can. See what we're getting. Oh, and pow, it's almost enough, it rocks you. I went up on one leg. I raised my right leg in the air. It kind of really does knock me for 60 aromas on a big beer like this. It is absolutely huge. Oh, but it's not over alcoholic. It's not like these big alcohol noses you get in some of these beers. It's an awful lot of really big fruits, coffee, caramel, revels. There's so much going on. So much going on. I'm really enjoying this beer. I'm going to give you a little readout on the back of the bottle. Give you out their website. Say hello to the Bearded Lady, our uncompromisingly big and beautiful imperial stout. Born from our dark art recipe, she uses masses of magical malts to deliver deep chocolate, rich coffee and vinous berry flavours, all complemented by a balanced yet subtly spiced hop profile. Powerful, robust, intriguing, yet decidedly smooth and sumptuous. The lady demands respect. She sure does. She sure does. I like the word powerful. I like the word robust. I like the word intriguing. Probably didn't use them words in my review, but it certainly does, really does say what it does on the back of the tin with this bottle. I also like the vinous berry. What they're kind of saying with the vinous berry is that it might smell like a red wine, and yet there are hints of that. There are hints of a kind of a viney, red winey kind of nose. Only a little though. Okay, that is wonderful. Website is, I should know it by now, www.magicrockbrewing.com, and it's batch number 2777. There you go. Okay, website, everything, check them out. Rating, time for a rating for the bearded lady. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. The reason I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 is it's really, 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 really good. It is really good. And it just... Sometimes, I can't explain it, but sometimes a beer sometimes just takes me to that next level. That is at that level. Just struggling for the words now. But 9 is absolutely magic, absolutely magic. Okay, thanks for watching another edition of the Real Ale Guide. You can email me at realaleguide@googlemail.com. Facebook is facebook.com/Real Ale Craft Beer. And Twitter is twitter.com/Real Ales a Day. Please though, comment in the comments box. I love your comments. Subscribe if you like. Cheers.